Submission is a woman's respect. That's what submission is. It's a choice. But if you have her respect, you will have her submission. Yourself, why do I buy flowers if you buy flowers? Ask yourself, why do I write poems if you write poems? Ask yourself, why do I compliment her? Is it because I really want to compliment her? Or am I doing it so that I can gain some points so that she now feels and sees me in a different light? So therefore it will gain me, I don't know, privileges, access. What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. You already know what I do when I jump on the camera. I get in the kitchen, I get cooking. Today's no different. But we're back on this mobile cooking journey. Tried it yesterday. I'm going to go implement. I'm going to shoot with different angles. I'm going to try things, That's all a part of the journey, gentlemen. Trying different things. But anyway, what led me to the conversation I want to talk about today is the fact that, I was thinking about relationships. This is one of the things I talk about a lot on this channel. But what I was thinking about particularly in relationships is, the notion of the nice guy, right? Everybody has heard the saying, nice guys finish last. And then everybody, I believe, understands that bad boys, as they call them, are the winners in the situation. But nobody's talking about the in-between. Nobody's talking about the ability to be a hybrid of sorts. The ability to understand the mindset of a bad boy, but be a good guy. And that's what I want to talk about today. I wanted to talk about and let men know that what I would consider to be the ideal man is a man that is a hybrid between the two. Why? Why do I believe this? Why do I think this way? I can remember back when I'm thinking about my relationships and the interactions I've had. And I can remember that all of the women I have been with have all said one thing consistently about me. That one thing was, you're difficult. You're difficult. You're a lot of work. That's what they told me, right? Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you, gentlemen, so hopefully you can see yourself, hear what I'm talking about, maybe glean from the experience and the viewpoint and the knowledge base, because I've been where a lot of you have been or are currently, and I've continued to push, journey, and whatnot. But I can remember being a sucker. I can remember being a goober. I can remember being that nice guy. I remember having insecurities and, doubting myself, specifically when it came to women. I was a lot younger, mind you, but I remember. And what I also remember, which is what's going to correlate and connect to my point, is that when I had those emotions, when I had that viewpoint, that outlook on myself, I used to get friend zoned a lot. I used to hear, you're a nice guy, or we can be friends, or it's just not the right time. When I had that mindset. Fast forward when I transitioned into the developed man I am now. Fast forward into the difficult version of myself. And to date, I've yet to have a woman leave me. I've yet to have a woman, dip. All of the women I've been with, dated, been in relationships with, have all said, I'm difficult. But what made me think about this was I was listening to Mr. Kevin Samuels, and he was talking to a young lady, and he made a point, and he was saying, comparing the whole high value, and, you want this type of man, and so on and so forth. And the understanding to most women is that they think that high value is just, it's just his lifestyle, it's just his money. What they don't understand is that, that man has a mindset. That mindset is what makes him do what he does, makes him move the way he moves, so on and so forth. I have to grow to understand this myself. But one of the things that I find interesting is that I've never heard women talk about their ex-boyfriends that they left, mind you, and said, I left him because he was difficult. I have, on the other hand, heard women say, I've left him because he was too nice, or, he wasn't exciting, whatever. And why I wanted to bring that to you gentlemen today is because I wanted to give you guys something to think about. See, when I was insecure and didn't have the confidence and the certainty I do in myself now, I would have never ever spoken to women the way I do. I would have never moved in the manner that I do. I would have never operated from a place of abundance, knowing that at the end of the day, it really wasn't about her. It was ultimately about how I viewed me, how I viewed the interaction, and also understanding that I'm a solid individual. I'm a solid man. If I'm with this particular woman, do I want it to work? Sure. But if it doesn't, guess what? I still got me. And I have to grow to understand that. But why I wanted to share with you guys, my viewpoint, my outlook, and my perspective is more from the place of, for the nice guys that are out there, for the men who are struggling with trying to find their voice, trying to find that place to where they can sit in their state of being and not believe or feel that they gotta pander, not believe that they gotta be nice. We men are not designed to be nice. Nice is a luxury. As a solid man, as a man that's thorough, you have a natural ability to agitate and aggravate a woman when you are requesting her to grow, when you're requesting her to get past her own self. And guess what? They're gonna complain. Women, a lot of times, are like children. Anytime you try to bring discipline to a child, that child is not glorifying or pleased at the fact that you're holding them accountable. That child is not excited about the fact that you're saying that they need to get their shit together. No, women are the same way. And too many men are afraid that they're gonna lose out on the viscous innards. They're gonna lose out on the opportunity that is this woman. They're gonna lose out on this connection, not understanding that in each situation, you should be taking the opportunity to utilize your growth, your learning, your knowledge, your teachings that you've received, lessons you've learned, and apply them in real life. So, in the event that this relationship, this connection doesn't work out, guess what? That's okay. If a woman is not telling you you're difficult, you're effing up. You're doing something wrong. I'm here to tell you, you're effing up. You're doing something wrong. Because women are designed, gentlemen, to be pushed. They're designed to be challenged. They're designed to be molded. To the point to where I would utilize the word train when I'm referring to my woman, a woman I'm with. Anytime she wasn't conducting herself in a manner that I seen fit or that wasn't to my standard, I would just relate to her as well as everyone else, oh, she's still in training. And there's so many men that I know personally that can't even handle that verbiage. When I said it in public, women respond negatively, and there's been some men that respond negatively. And I can't understand why. Because in order to do great things, in order to be your best self, it requires you to be trained. You don't come set to be great. You don't come automatically conditioned to be awesome. I was having a random thought. I think it was last night. It may have been the other night. My days blend sometimes. But let's just say, for sake of argument, it was last night. And I have thoughts. And I say, self, I talk to myself sometimes too. I say, self, why is it that women believe and think with utter confidence, in ego, mind you, that they come preconditioned, ready to be in a relationship? What makes them think this way? And this is my outlook, this is my opinion, this is how I see it. Because see, you rarely hear women talk about what they need to improve on. You rarely hear women discuss their inability to be great, their inability to be awesome. Most women think that just because they have a vagina, that they're already preconditioned to be in a relationship, to be in a successful relationship, because somehow, some way, they were born with the manual of how this love thing works, how this relationship thing works. But don't get it twisted, gentlemen. It's because they're only thinking about it from their perspective. And that's where I'm going to park for the duration of this broadcast. See, the thing about being a nice guy is that you often think that being nice means that you always put how she feels about something, that you always make sure that she's satisfied. And you end up losing in the equation. I was that guy. I remember. I hated that guy. I hated every moment that was me operating opposite of what I knew my instinctive nature was. And see, if I was designed, gentlemen, to be a nice guy, then it would have been natural. It would have been okay. I would have been, I would have never developed. I would have never grown. I would have never changed. And I would have continued to experience the results that I was experiencing. And that was being friend zoned. That was women passing up on me. That was not being respected. I talked about this the other day. Submission is a woman's respect. That's what submission is. It's a choice. But if you have her respect, you will have her submission. Vice versa. They're neck and neck. They go hand in hand. But anyway, to become this hybrid of a man, it requires you to really journey deep, gentlemen. Start asking yourself, why do I buy flowers if you buy flowers? Ask yourself, why do I write poems if you write poems? Ask yourself, why do I compliment her? Is it because I really want to compliment her? Or am I doing it so that I can gain some points, so that she now feels and sees me in a different light, so therefore it will gain me, privileges, access? And see, gentlemen, no. See, that's like a dog brushing their head up against the owner's leg, because they know that if they show them a little affection, then they're going to get a treat, or they're going to take them on a walk. And you ain't no damn dog. You're a man. You are the value. You are the pulse. You are the foundation. You are the leader. You are the guide. The very thing that is her existence, gentlemen, is because you existed first. Women cannot, I repeat, cannot do anything that is successful, that is structured, that is progressive, that is upward mobile without our assistance in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, to develop into this hybrid of a man, you have to master the balance of nice guy and bad boy, and find a happy medium. There are going to be scenarios that require you to tap into your nice guy energy, to tap into that man that doesn't mind putting compromise in the equation and allowing for her to feel, loved, adored, admired, whatever, in those moments. But on the other hand, there's that other part where you put your foot down, where you set the standard where when you say this is what it is, you don't back off of it. You own it. You speak from a place of certainty. There ain't nothing worse than a man that says something that is his word, that he says he lives by, his belief, his outlook, his standard, and then is not solid enough to stand in that when a woman challenges it. When a woman shows displeasure with the fact that you say, nah, baby girl, this is what it is. And the moment she shows displeasure or, dissatisfaction, you start backpedaling because you're ultimately trying to please her. There ain't no quicker way to make a woman lose attraction for you than to be that man. And I don't want you gentlemen to be those men. I want you to be the thorough men that I know you can be. I want you guys to tap into the ability to master the hybrid component of the bad boy and the nice guy. I believe in y'all. That's why I exist. That's why this channel exists. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. Men, work on yourself. Continue to develop. Educate. Put yourself in different environments. Ask yourself questions. And always strive to be pushing to be your absolute best self. This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. If you have not already done so, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I so appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today for about 15 minutes and some change. I'm going to be coming to you with another video real soon. You guys take care.